A very warm welcome to all you nature lovers here today for the sixth episode of the Nature's Orbit Torchlight series. We are surrounded by various squads in our lives: the police squad, the fire squad, the military squad, and the Air Force squad. There is one squad that is unique from these squads I have mentioned, and that is called, any guesses? It is called the Green Squad Team. The Green Squad Team, TGST, is an environmentally concerned organization which focuses on awareness towards cleanliness as the first priority and promoting recycling of solid waste and scientific waste management. Today, it is our immense pleasure and honor to be in conversation with the leader of the Green Squad team, Mr. Niku Shah from Pasighat, Arunachal Pradesh. Hi Niku ji, how are you?
Okay, बहुत अच्छे से.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice to meet you here today. And let me start off, by asking you, you being an engineering by profession, what made you get into the green initiatives and start the Green Squad team?
See, my name is Niku Prasad Shah. Basically, I'm from Arunachal Pradesh. I belong to Mebo village. I stay here from Maharashtra. So there I learned lots of things, no, like from a village to a multi-populated city. I found life very uncommon. That life and this life is very different, no. So with this, I found that there's lots of garbage lying in roadside dumping areas. Lots of dumping areas is there. No, people are like all the time they are in tension because there is all place you will find only garbage, drain and all. No, so I always thought like somebody should be there, not to clean it up, right? So there should be a what who can do it. So there should be an army, like a squad should be there, no, so that if anybody can call, at least there should be someone to pick the call and listen to their conversation. What is their problem? If there is any problem related to waste disposal, we can have a solution. So I thought of having a what called organization. I don't know at that time. I don't know what will it will be, no. But I thought of having an organization which can serve the nation, the Mother Earth, whom we share together, no. So I make a decision in the 2017 March that I should be doing it full time, no. So I always think of doing it, but I didn't never get time because the hectic schedule of an engineer, no, all the daily routine and all. So I always think. So from thinking to doing the work, I decided on 2017. So after that till now, I'm doing full time. So uh, this all these things, garbage things, brings me into this so that I can at least give my contribution, my knowledge in this field, so that all the means humanity can get benefit out of it. Thank you.
Superb. Wow. Yeah.
चलेगा ऐसे?
Yes, yes. Superb, superb.
Fine.
And actually, what I appreciate is that, you, as you said, now from thinking to doing. So that really is awesome. Like, a lot of us, we will think and it will be in our head, but then, to translate that into action, that is
Yeah.
really, that's remarkable, and taking actions. Superb,
Thank
superb.
you.
Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And so, please tell us more about the activities done by the Green Squad team, and about about the project Ayang, proper waste disposal in 5 ways. Can you tell us more about those? What kind of activities are done by the Green Squad team?
Uh, our first priority is that we should just connect to the people so that we can actually, because in different places there is different problem regarding to waste. That in city you'll find the problem is different, the collection system is different. In village it's very different, no? So
Mm,
I thought of meeting the people, what called getting the actual problem, no, where they are means lacking. So what I found is that people want to contribute, but they don't know the way, means how to get it, no? So there should be some SOP that if you follow this way, then it's the right way, no? There is no right way mentioned in anywhere. So I make my own SOP that uh, recycling items, I listed out all the materials so that we can easily recognize it, what we have to recycle. So we first recognize all the materials, and after that we teach to the villagers, we teach to the our local people, local uncle, auntie, everybody with whom I met, no? So they started doing it, and we started giving them service, and from that way it started going up, and we are doing for almost 4 years in this field, for totally full time, and we are able to convert lots of waste which would be either lying in drain or in river or in somewhere in drainage. So we collect all the waste, but we didn't collect it from our hand because it's not my job now. Because I cannot collect it from all the places all over the world and all over the earth. It's not possible, right? So I
mm,
thought of having a what called connection. So that connection is like I cannot come there and I cannot pick their waste. It's not practically not possible, right?
mm,
And it's it is said that it's their house. They know it very well, right? What kind of waste they have, what where it is, right? It's inside the house, it's outside the house, it is kept somewhere hidden. So I started giving them the knowledge of recycling, that the habit of segregation of waste, so that they can easily do it. So we provide magic bags. We started an initiative called Magic Bags, so that people can directly keep their waste in a safe place. Magic bag is a bag that in which we can put all kind of recyclable waste, starting from your wrappers, your bottles, your daily activities, your toothbrush, comb, pen, everything which you don't need is a waste. Suppose it got broken, you don't need it, so just put it in the bag. We'll take care of it. The
magic.
first, yeah, the first level of segregation we teach to the people so that they can at least do the first thing, so that in the next step is becomes very easy. Because our main problem is we are getting the mixed waste from the what called residents. It is a very big problem because we cannot treat it, because lots of dirt is there, no? We cannot even, we don't want to engage people for what called segregating it manually, because it is very dirty, no?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought of doing the segregation at source, where we create waste. At that time only we can segregate it in a proper way, so that the next process is very easy. So we collect bags from house to house, or you can say we have recycling stations in place to place, where the people put their bags when it's fill up. They tied it up so that it will not get here and there littering. So they tied it up and put it in the proper station. So we collect it and we leave as many as bag is full. We leave the same number of empty bags so that they can continue the same process. And we collect in every month or every week according to the demand, so that they can what call it, store it very nicely, and it's not a hectic situation for anyone. Because the thing is, when we got waste in our home, we can see it, we can feel like it's not good, no? We don't feel good because seeing the waste. So
Mm-hmm.
waste should be, first of all, should be clear from our eyes, then it should be getting in the scientific manner, so that it will be treated very properly. Our in India, I have seen many people doing this scrap business. They are like not trained ones. They are not trained one because they have no certification, no training program. So they are doing their traditional way. They just take the waste. They just burn it, like for recovering of copper. they used to burn the wire so that the rubber get burned and they got the what called copper out of it. And they used to did do it in midnight so that nobody will complain. So these are the things that are inspiring me that this should not be done. No, at least this should not be done. If you for copper, you cannot burn the whole what called plastic and all. So I
Exactly.
thought of taking the initiative. I cannot teach them, but I can provide a system so that they can at least didn't have to do it like this way, this the improper way. No, so I thought of collecting all the waste from door to door, village to village, as much as people can reach me because I have a helpline number. Our tagline is like "Ek call kachra saf." Even though we cannot give you the service to extreme points, but we can give you the solutions so that you can have a very tidy house so that that is keeping the waste or handling the waste will not be a problem for you. So we are trying to make it global so that everybody can contribute because everybody is a natural lover because everybody loves nature. But the thing is they don't know how to contribute it, how to take participate. So I want to make it very easy so that everybody can contribute it. Yeah.
Wow, superb. And what did you say the tagline was?
एक कॉल कचरा साफ एक कॉल कचरा साफ
Ek call Kachar Saf. Wow, superb.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, and really appreciate the. I like that concept of magic bag also. Like uh, and collecting the bags door to door. That's awesome. Um,
Mm.
and the other thing is about the project Ayang, which is about proper waste disposal in 5 ways. What is that?
Project Ayang is a zero waste lifestyle. No, if you want to means live your lifestyle very zero waste, this is the SOP. Through Project Ayang, we make the SOPs so that you didn't have to burn any waste, you didn't have to litter any waste. You just have to do one thing. That is keep your waste in the magic bag in the right time. Don't first mix it, don't make it dirty, and don't put it. Just if you are having Maggie, it's good. After when the paper is torn, just keep in what called magic bag so that we can recycle it or we can make best out of it. But the thing is, if we mix egg and Maggie wrappers together, we cannot do the segregation because it got
Ah,
stinky and all. So, so that is the thing we are trying to promote. So that first step is the last step, right? First
the step
impression is
is
the
that.
last impression. Yeah. So first, we have to find the root cause, and if we able to understand where we are lacking, we can easily do it very easily.
So as a consumer or as the user, if the person can
Mm.
just dispose the waste in the bag, put the waste in the bag on its own without mixing all the waste together, just to put it when it's used to be put immediately after being used, you put it in the bag. So that
Yeah,
makes it easier for you to segregate it, and it makes it easier to get that recycled also, right? Yeah.
yeah. Because it's very fresh, no? Because the clean wrappers is very easy to recycle because everybody is going to everybody is want to work on it because it's clean. But when we get a dirty thing, we don't want to work on it because it's not good for us and good for anyone, no? So we thought if you contribute, we will give you service and we together we can have a channel so that this the loop of anything should be completed. So the circular loop we are trying to achieve so that everything which is made should be recycled. Otherwise, it should not be made.
Ah, okay. Wow. Nice. Okay. Okay. Everything should be recycled. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have see we have the technology to recycle everything, right? But
Yes.
the thing is, collection is a very big problem.
Okay.
Wherever you go, you will find that collection is a very big problem because you cannot go door to door. We cannot go. You cannot means what call. You cannot pick the garbage every day.
Mm-mm-mm. Sure. Yeah.
Disconnect हो रहा है क्या?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I cannot hear you clearly.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine, no? Yes. Tell me.
Yeah. So you were saying you cannot collect it every day.
Yeah, we cannot collect every day. It's practically impossible. So we make a system so that people can start keeping their waste in a very proper way, so that it is not disturbing for them,
Okay.
and it is not also hectic for them, because
Okay.
I cannot tell everybody to segregate glass waste, plastic waste, rubber waste separately.
Hmm.
Didn't have to. Nobody has the time, right? So
Hmm.
just keep it simple. Just keep it all the waste, dry waste separate, so that we can take it, and the rest comes rest left with kitchen waste and some wet waste. So for that, we teach people to have composting in their community, so that when by if you have 10 houses, you can have a very small composting pit in between your houses, so that everybody can easily throw their wet waste in for composting, and they can get the fertilizer very easily. They didn't have to buy it from outside. So this is the way we are treating people, and people are getting it very easily, because the thing is we are not making it very hectic to anyone, so that you have to take extra time to participate. It no need.
Okay. And
Just or you can live a zero waste lifestyle very easily.
so this is a kind of model that can be followed. Whatever you explained just now, I guess this can be like a global model
Yeah,
to make the life of the consumer
yeah,
easier. Yeah, because generally it's not, there's no hard work from the consumer side, uh, and people love to do that when things are easier for them. So wow, that's awesome. And
Mhm.
which all cities have you done this work in? Like cities or towns, or where all, like ge- geographically, which all areas have you covered? Yeah, Nikuji,
Can you,
I can hear you now.
hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Yeah, ये बार बार कट रही है, मतलब ना नेटवर्क
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
ज्वाइन रिजॉइन हो रहा है बार बार. So you
It's
can hear
not
me?
too. Yeah, I can hear.
That's
I can
no.
hear you. No problem. No problem. Now it's fine. So which all cities have you covered? Towns or
Okay.
cities?
Uh, our journey started from Pune. So in Pimpri, we have a company called Green.
Yeah, continue. It's fine. It's fine. No problem. So you said in Pimpri, right? Pune.
नहीं, बार yeah, yeah. We what was the question? Come again?
Yeah. So which all cities have you done the work? This the work that you have done. Which all cities have you covered?
We have started from Maharashtra, Pune district, and from there we have a Green Soldiers Private Limited company. I was the marketing head there, so I started working from there only. And later in 2019, I came to Arunachal Pradesh, and here we are working since then. And here we are able to convert one village to totally zero waste, and we have lined up with 7 villages and 2 cities. First is Pasigat Smart City, and second is Changlang district. Uh, they are in line, so we hope that in coming few days we are going to have a zero waste uh, smart city in Arunachal Pradesh.
Wow, super. Wish you all the best for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikuji. And so, what are your aspirations for the future?
See, my vision is that I want to create a system where the environment doesn't need any protection. We cannot protect environment, and we cannot have a subject called protect environment. We have to change our lifestyle according to environment, because these are the only things which keeps us healthy. If you damage your environment, you cannot stay healthy. Nowadays, lots of what called illness, lots of diseases, lots of things are going on. We have lots of pharmacy in our what called districts, in our villages. There is no need of any pharmacy now. If you live a healthy lifestyle, if you are having a very clumsy lifestyle like city and all city lifestyle, you can have it, but not for much time. You cannot survive in that environment for 100 years. Nowadays, people are living with 70 years, I think, no? Mostly 70 years we
Yeah.
used to live. We have already deducted 30 years of life, and we are going on making it worse and worse. So that I don't think that after 200 or 500 years, we will able to live even 50 years, because the
Mhm.
climatic condition and all the way of living, we are, so it's not sustainable. So I am trying to working on this so that everybody can live a very sustainable life, very simple life, and in a very classy way. And it should not be like what call it? I'm having something less. There will be nothing less, but you have sufficient, but it is eco-friendly, so that your actions doesn't leave a very bad footprint. We cannot leave a very bad footprint for our next generation. We don't want that our future generation should live in a very disease environment. It is not good. They should they have all the rights to live a healthy lifestyle. And we are very literate people. Nowadays, literacy rate is very high in every country. So if people can understand these simple things, that we can contribute our
Yes. So you said people can understand these very simple things to contribute.
yeah.
So you want to basically you want to spread the awareness and educate people so that they can they are you know environmentally educated to spread further among as a community, right?
Yeah. The awareness should be more and more. No, everybody from we are having a recycling laboratory in our state, where we teach school students that how they can use their trash, so that they can even try to earn, they can have money. We teach the skills like to make dustbins out of plastic bottles, how to make rope out of plastic bottles, so that we didn't have to always depend on market for buying new things. We can use the old one if we can use it. It's not like we have to buy new one every time, and it's very costly. So we are trying to give the alternatives to our what whomever we can, that you can use it many times. Don't use only one times, because one times use is not good. This will make your habit, because if you're making disposal your habit, you are not going to miss, you can live on this earth, because we are already surrounded by plastics. That's what called circumference of earth is almost, I think, 20-30% is covered with global warming and all, because plastic absorbs heat. If you absorb heat, then we cannot live, no, because the temperature even in our place or natural earlier it used to be around 23, 24. Now it's getting 30, more than 30. So within, I think, 10 to 15 years, this thing happens. And these things are very bad, because disposal things makes you very lazy. Don't think laziness is a luxury. It's a crime.
Yes, it is.
According to me, if your luxury makes someone's bad, it means your river dirty, your society dirty, it is not good for anyone. So try to recognize it so that you can take action. No? If you can't recognize it, you cannot take action. You have to
That,
understand it very muchly. So these are the things we are trying to promote so that people can at least contribute from their heart.
yes,
So once it comes from their heart, no, they didn't have to, mm, they didn't need any much motivation. No, that is sufficient for them because from that time they started living a very healthy lifestyle without burning of any waste surrounding you. It's a very good lifestyle. No? Nobody is in. We have villages where no one burn waste. No one. They restrict it to everybody. That nobody will burn waste. We collect it time to time. They segregate it time to time. So it's very easy. Everybody can do it.
yes, yes. You're making their lives easier.
Yeah,
By,
very easy.
yes, disposing waste is and recycling waste made easy. That's superb. And thank you for letting us know that. Nikhilji. Is there anything, any stern message you want to give to the youth about, because, in this age of entertainment and glamour and all that, any stern message you want to give to the youth about if they don't take action today, then what are going to be the consequences? And maybe more people like you can, that might inspire more people like you to do what you're doing.
Uh, I would like to request all the youth of means globally, not only on India basis. I will take it on a global basis. Everybody who wants to contribute, please make a plan. If you don't have a plan, please consult me. I am always there to help you on this topic. And let's together make it very easy. I think it's very easy. You don't have to means do a bad thing. Just you have to change a little bit thing, a little bit organize yourself. You can live a very what called clean and healthy lifestyle, and everybody can live a very clean and healthy lifestyle. And at the same time, it is a very vast sector. With the growing population, we are growing lots of waste every day. Nowadays, online shoppings and all are very common in every places. Everybody goes online, and with the things there comes wrappers, lots of things that safeguards your property that you buy from online. Don't think that it is a waste. It is not a waste. Just it's your leftover which you don't need. Don't call it a waste. It's a resource. Just keep it clean. Keep it in a magic bag. We will use it. We are there in your city, in your state. Please make a call so that we at least know that you want to contribute to for this cause, and we will try to reach you the best way we can, and together we can, I think, live very healthy lifestyle, and that will promote or that will make others like we can also participate in it very easily in a very simple way. No, you didn't have to do much things. Just follow our two three things. Don't burn your waste. Keep your waste in clean and in the magic bags, and do recycle every time so that you cannot say that this is not my part. This is
Exactly.
your part. Every month you have to recycle. Every day you have to recycle. And every year you have to recycle. Just know your trash very well so that you can at least make the best out of it. Don't throw it away. Don't litter here and there, because after when your leftover becomes waste, we cannot, or nobody can make it a resource again, because it is a waste. Don't let it be a waste. Do- Recognize it, make it a resource. If you make it a resource, we are there every time, and whatever be the waste, we will take care, starting from paper, plastic, metal, electronics waste, all clothes, rubber, tires, your purse, your toothpaste, covers, your shampoo bottle, whatever be the waste. Don't worry, don't think too much. just keep in a magic bags so that we can collect it.
Yes, I mean, making it a resource, creating for the youth that these are resources which can be used. That's a great thing that you said, and that will really, make everyone feel that they're participating together. It's
Yeah,
not just one-sided. Everybody in this world can participate in creating a better.
everybody.
Yes, each and every person can, right?
Yeah, each and everybody can, because it's just a matter of what called keeping your waste and throwing away your waste. If you start throwing your waste, you keep throwing. Your children will throw, then their children will throw, and it will keep going. You know, and the hectic situation will be like I have seen many places like Mumbai, Pune. I have visited many dumping yards, and there's I have seen the lifestyle. Like people are having lots of problem. No, they even don't know what is the problem, and they're having bad drinking water because of waste. Because if you throw waste for 100 and 200 years, it water level and it keeps it makes it dirty. So not to treat prevention is always better than cure. So it is always good that you prevent all these things, make yourself very healthy. Life is for living, not for sustaining. We are not we cannot sustain. We have to live, no. For
Yes.
living, we have to just change some habits, do it, and you will. I think everybody will be happy if together we do it. Results comes when we do it together. If I alone can do it, a village you can do it. Your at least your home only. Your home is your responsibility. At least try to make your home means not like waste free. Your always that you generate should reach someone who is using it very wisely, scientifically, and it should be in a very safe hands. Because our waste are the main causes of all the diseases that we are having here because of improper waste. See, chicken waste is nowadays growing very much, and chicken is we all know the boiler chicken is almost not the I don't think it's a natural one, but if you're using it and you're disposing in a very bad way, people's animals used to eat it little here and there, and this thing keeps going everywhere. I see that people dump their waste in near to riverside. It is also not good when the uh, during the winter season this is always thrown up or taken away by the water to the seas, and this is going on. We should not throw waste. Throwing waste is a crime. It should be a crime, and it should be penalized by the Code of India, I think, because it is a very means very bad thing. I think that after having so much literacy, so much knowledge that we have brains and all, and we are doing this stupidity again and again, and we are don't even thinking of taking a step back and think that we can take a better step. Let's take a better step together so that at least we have a very good footprint for our future generation. I think this is the main thing I'm working for, because our future generation should not say that our father and mother were engineer, doctor, and they just did this stupid with it. They just ruin whatever they have. It should not be done. No?
Yeah, and what you said was absolutely proper. Like about the, you know, what we do now as the youth, uh, that will pass on to generations, and that will create the future.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a wonderful point that you made that regarding that. That's excellent. Thank you, Nikhilji. And I also want to really congratulate you and your team for winning an award recently. The Northeast Unsung Heroes Red Carpet Social Awards. Heartfelt congratulations to you and your team. Um,
Thank you very
your
much.
team. It's really an honor and to see you winning this award. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Uh, kind of work, the kind of innovative ideas I have bring to the society to make it a very better place to live. Uh, I have converted one village totally to zero waste. Uh, not I means our team. I will not take the credit to myself. Our team, we have a team, the Green Squad team. We together working with the local organizations like Swachh Chiluk Abhiyan and the what Sub 21. They are the village organizations, DOs. So they take active participation in our initiative, and together we convert first zero waste village of our state, Chiluk village, and after that we have line up with 2 3 villages, and for this we have taken magic bag initiative, and we have started a vehicle door to door collection service. We have a recycling laboratory at IGJ High Secondary School Pasigat, where we teach all the upcycling techniques, ideas to the students, so that they can at least start knowing what is upcycling, what is recycling practically, and so that if they are getting interested in it, they can at least contribute. We provide full-on training on every Saturday, uh, 12 to 2 p.m. in recycling laboratory. So for all this activity, I think I have received this award, and very thankful to Red Carpet for choosing me for this, because I really think that by awareness and by together willingness, and by if we connected heart to heart, we can do it within one day. Not a big thing, because our waste is just, I think, two to 300 grams per day per person. It's not a big thing to deal with. You can organize your 200 gram of solid waste every day, then you can have zero waste lifestyle. Very easy.
Sure.
So
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Nikuji. And that brings us to the end of our episode. But before that, I would really like to appreciate and acknowledge you for being here with us today, giving your time, giving your valuable insights, and also telling us that it's easy, it's not difficult, it's not a task. It, disposal of waste and waste management and recycling is an easy task, and you're making it definitely very easy for all of us. And thank you so much. And I really wish you all the best for your future endeavors. And wishing the Green Spot team as well our best wishes to all of you. You're doing a wonderful job, and I really, we the team of Nature's Orbit wish you that you keep going further and inspire the youth of the globe all around. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikuji. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.